Positive about that. In your view, is that a really good effort?
Yeah. I feel really proud of the team in a lot of ways. The willingness to defend and fight and run that wasn't there in the first half on Monday was there in bundles today, really. So I feel like they've grown since Monday. They've learnt a lot. They stuck with the game plan. I thought it worked really well. We knew we were going to be under a bit of pressure in the first half, especially, and then asked them to be a bit braver, I think, in the second half to take the ball, willingness to take the ball. And we did that, and we had some big moments. We hit the bar, hit the post, we scored, good goal, but we're not in front for long enough, and that's the only frustration, that we have a chance to take the temperature out of the game at that point when Flynn receives the ball and find the other side of the pitch, and we go back into the bodies. And it's really unfortunate because he's been amazing again today, Flynn, his performance, and we lose the ball and concede, and then again, just for 5-10 minutes, the game goes a bit crazy, and we have to stick with doing the right things at that moment. And then we're 2-1 down, and I felt that we were still really aggressive, trying to chase the game, not accepting just being beat. And then we get caught a third goal, which, again, it's just not good enough. So, like, the same frustration is concede goals that not good enough to concede against a really brilliant team. Saka, we dealt with him so well in the first half, and then in the second half gets a cross in for the first time, like a good cross, and not enough pressure on the ball. And so still frustrated about them moments, but really proud of the team, really proud of the courage to play football, really proud of their aggression and resilience and togetherness. And I think they'll take a huge amount from the game, and especially the second half, the feeling they had at times when we played some really outstanding stuff, and we're playing against one of the best teams in the country, so we have to be realistic, but we had a real go, and there's a way, if we are going to lose, there is a way to do that. And today I feel much better about it than I did on Monday, and I think it's made me excited about what's to come.
Just on Onuacho's first league goal, I've just seen the video back from the stand. It's an absolutely massive celebration here, Matty Fernandez and also the sport as well.
Mm-hmm.
A nice moment for him. What did it mean, do you think?
It'll be a big moment for him, I think. He's obviously he missed the penalty against United, and then a couple of chances at Ipswich. Found himself out of the team, not because of that at all, just because the game maybe probably dictated something different. So we wanted Ross's physical presence against two really brilliant centre halves, and gutted for Ross, but Cam come on and took his moment and took his opportunity, and I think he's going to be a really top player for us. Is why we spent a lot of money on him in the summer, and he's got real tools, and the best tool he has is his hunger to learn and to improve and to grow, and and I think that will do him the world of good.
You mentioned the goals. I mean, imagine you have Yuki and Flynn, who will be disappointed, but is that a consequence of the amount of pressure Arsenal can put you under, or could it be different?
Not at that point, I don't think it was. So we had a lot of pressure to deal with in the first half, but the second half, I thought we were really in the game from the start of the second half, and we had some really good moments. It wasn't, that goal wasn't like after a lot of sustained pressure. It was just a moment, and then the third goal, actually, we have a lot of pressure on them, 2-1 down, and then we lose the ball, they play, we don't deal with a duel 2v1 well enough, and then Yuki, I don't think he sees Saka coming, so he should just clear the ball probably, but Yuki's been brilliant for us since he come, and it's all learning, it's all growth. We're on a journey, and trying to grow under the biggest scrutiny in the Premier League, so I have to make sure the players understand where we're heading, and today makes me feel, like I said, excited about that.
You made 4 changes today, one of them enforced, I understand, the right phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Manning coming back into the team for the first time this season. You've already spoken about dealing with Saka in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk to me a little about what you thought going into the game and why you made that.
Yeah, so Wee Man was going to play, but he had a sickness bug. And we also know Wee Man wouldn't last 90 minutes. So like the guy then who's going to be in the squad and who hasn't been yet is Rhino, because he's played that role more than anyone else for us over 2 years at Swansea and last year as well in the final. And him and Paul have both come in the squad out of nowhere, like it was presumed, but they train every day really, really well, and that's really important that they haven't sort of, sulked, or they've responded brilliantly. And Paul come on and did really well today, and I thought Rhino did a brilliant job for us, a really brilliant job for us. So, and I think like there was a level of trust in him and the team on the pitch today that they've all been through a lot of moments for us. Joe Aribo was outstanding. So I think on Monday, too many guys trying to learn how we play without having enough success of it, if that makes sense. So the guys who have been here know that you persist and stick with the detail and trust the work, that eventually it will come good and you'll find some flow, and we didn't do that in the first half on Monday. So today that was about understanding, I think, and trusting that they know the work, and also trying to deal with their biggest threat with 2 full backs on that side, which I thought they did brilliantly for the first 45 minutes.
You mentioned Paul Onuacho. Some of the stuff he did with the ball today was
Mm.
really quite entertaining.
Mhm.
It's a serious option for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he has to be. Otherwise, he's not on the bench. So he's trained so well after a summer of disruption. And will he? Won't he? Will he be here? Won't he be here? And it was tough for him to deal with, I think. But then since the window shut, it's just a different beast. He's been trained so well. Always makes his mark in training physically. And actually has got a really good record wherever he's been, apart from here in that 6-month period he had. And last year went out on loan for a number of different reasons: finance, playing in the top league, about us trying to get the Shea Adams and these guys that we knew what they can do. So Paul was lesser known to us, and this summer was what it was, and now he's here. So we have to use him if we think he can help us, and I definitely think he can.
I was just asked about Ross, and it's scary. It's quite
Mhm.
good for him. Do you know what the problem is?
Yeah, he's got a muscle injury, so we'll scan that tomorrow. Absolutely gutted for him. He's worked so hard to come back in. Honestly, so disappointed for him. Everyone is. So we just have to see how bad it is, and then I know he'll attack it in the same way he does everything. But it's hard for him to deal with. But he has a huge resilience and character. So we'll have to go again and see how long it's going to be.
And just on the human side of it, he's obviously worked his entire life to be a footballer, just like you did. He's made it to the Premier League. He's made his first start, and I imagine probably going to the dressing room wondering when's he going to do that again.
Yeah, I don't think any of us will understand the level of frustration and hurt he'll feel right now, and pain he'll feel. But I just don't think it's ever easy. Footballer's journey is never easy. Whatever age you are, they have to have a certain level of resilience just to make it this far. A certain level of talent for sure, but a certain level of mental fortitude to play to get to this level. And his journey's not been easy either, in lower leagues and up in Scotland. And so, yeah, we will help him. We will support him. I'm absolutely devastated for him, as the other players will be. But like I said, our job is to help these players, especially the young guys and the guys who have not been here for too long, to help them on their journey, and we'll continue to try and do that at Roscoe.